Senate Minority Whip, South Dakota Senator John Thune joins me by phone. Good evening, sir. And obviously the cake is baked in the Senate. The Republicans take control, which is your party, maybe a little bit more after the votes are finished counting. But I know that you're interested in the leadership. But before I get to that, tell me, what is going to be the first expected order of business with this Republican majority Senate come January?
Well, Greta, I think it's obviously the issues that people voted on, the people that that we need to respond to, and try and fix the problems that were created by the Biden-Harris administration, or high prices and open borders. And so I would think you're going to see a big conversation among Republicans. We've got to extend the expiring Trump tax cuts from 2017. Those expire next year. That'll be critically important to the economy. If we don't do that, that's a $4 trillion tax increase. So that's going to be number one. I would say energy, number two, and the high cost of regulations, which has been about $1.8 trillion under the Biden administration, to get the economy back on track, pro-growth policies, and then of course the southern border, which has obviously been a disaster under Biden-Harris, and will be a clear focus for President Trump and for Republican Congress.
You want the word is that you'd like to be the majority leader, and you've got some competition from some colleagues. Why do you want that job?
Well, I think I believe that what we need right now in the country is we're going to need somebody who's willing to do hard things. We got some hard things to do. President Trump was elected in a huge, convincing, decisive win. The American people want to change a direction. I think I can help President Trump accomplish that. By leading the Senate. I've had the experience to do it as the whip. I've been counting the votes now for the last 6 years, know how the place works, and have built out the relationships to try and make this president and our team in the United States Senate and House successful in moving an agenda that's good for the American people and gets us back on track. And I think right now that's more than anything else, Greta, is what the American people voted on last night. They want to change the direction, and a lot of it has to do with the economy, with pocketbook issues, and with a broken southern border.
You served in the U.S. Senate with then Senator Harris when she was when Kamala Harris was in the Senate, now Vice President. What's she like when she was a colleague?
Well, I mean, she's a nice person, as I think you can see. But I don't think she ever intended to stay very long in the Senate. She was one of those people who was kind of already running for the next office. And I didn't work with her much on committees. I think she tried to build a name on the Senate Judiciary Committee when it came to some of the court nominations, particularly the Supreme Court nominations. I think that's kind of where she tried to make her reputation in the Senate. But I never saw her do much on issues. And if you look at the way she ran her campaign, it was pretty clear she didn't have strong positions on anything. She kept changing this flip-flop. You look at from EV mandates to fracking to, even simple things that on the Senate filibuster and the Green New Deal and all these sorts of things. She had multiple positions on the issues, and I don't think she ever really knew what it was she stood for or what her message was to the American people. President Trump, on the other hand, I think had a very clear message and an issue set that really resonated with people. And again, it had to do with economic issues, pocketbook issues, cost of groceries, cost of gas, cost of rent, and then the broken southern border. I think those were it's a clear mandate from the American people that they want action on these important issues. And she just wasn't prepared to take it. And I could have told you that from having seen her in action in the Senate.
One quick question. If you are the leader in the Republican Senate, one of the complaints I have about the Senate is that it often takes a very long time to get people confirmed, especially if you have a different party in the White House. Will you confirm ambassadors and new cabinet forthwith? Because otherwise it puts the government on stall, especially these important ambassadors around the world.
Absolutely, and I've told President Trump that we want to hit the ground running, make sure he has his team in place, and that starts with getting those important positions filled. Some of them under the Senate rules take a while to get through. You got to have a lot of hours of debate. But, as soon as he sends them up, our job and our goal is to make sure that he fills those key positions with people that will help him implement his agenda and that work as partners in making sure that we're doing the things that the American people sent us there to do. And that's a long list, Greta, but I think we're...
It is a long list.
It is a long list, but hopefully we'll have a House Republican majority to work with, a Senate Republican majority, and a Republican president, President Trump.
Senator John Thune, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Greta. Talk to you.